CES 2026 blew my mind and then some. There was so many cool things to see, so many cool things to do, stuff I totally didn't expect at all, including my childhood friend and temporary cameraman flirting with the T-Rex. Anyway, one of those cool things I saw was the Mod Retro booth. It was in the AMD exhibit, so the lighting wasn't great, but I caught up with Nick, who is, I believe he said, an electrical engineer from Mod Retro, and we talked all about both the Chromatic as well as the upcoming M64. Enjoy. So I'm here at CES 2026 at the Mod Retro booth. I've got Nick. I caught him. He agreed to chat with me for a little bit. So Nick, for those that maybe aren't familiar, what are you guys working on at Mod Retro? What are these two devices here? I see one that looks kind of like a Game Boy and one that looks a lot like a Nintendo 64. Could you just walk me through it a little bit, the elevator pitch?
Yeah, absolutely. So we have the Chromatic here. This is our Game Boy Color product. What's really special about it is that it is the screen. We put a lot of research and development into it, so it's a very nice, bright, wide-angle display, but it also matches the original resolution of the Game Boy Color. So it's one-to-one. There's no pixel scaling. There's no upscaling, downscaling, anything like that. So it's a lagless gaming experience with a really modern, nice, bright, colorful display. And it's a premium product. So the shell here is made out of magnesium alloy that's Cerakoted. And we also have two versions of the display lens. One is Gorilla Glass, and this one here is the Sapphire, which is the next hardest element to only diamond. So it's very scratch resistant. You can put it in your pocket, not worry about it like scratching when it's up against stuff like that. We also released our own games for the Chromatic, as well as it being compatible, of course, with your original Game Boy Color.
Okay, I noticed you setting this up. You put a cartridge in it, so this is like it can play cartridges.
Correct. Yep. So it only plays cartridges, actually. This is Tetris here. This is the pack-in game for every Chromatic. This is our version of Tetris that's Mod Retro published. And we also have some other IP and new games that we're currently developing for the console. And yeah, it's a platform that we're going to continually support and create new games for, as well as, promote just gameplay with the original games as well, for people that are looking to relive some of the games they used to play when they were a kid, and, also have an ecosystem and a way for them to get new games that are from Mod Retro. So.
I love it. So it's new Game Boy games, ones that we didn't have back in the day, in addition to the ones that we did. This can play in both.
Correct. Yep.
That is amazing.
Yeah, no, it's a really premium product. It looks great. We have so many different colors, like kind of playing on that, play it loud kind of color scheme that Nintendo had with the original Game Boys. And yeah, we're really excited about it. It feels really great in the hand. The form factor reminds you like immediately of a Game Boy Color, but like better. It's like what you remember it being and like what it should be. Because like the Game Boy Color has like some weird angles, but this just like kind of feels like really good in the hands. And the idea is like it's supposed to be, kind of the best Game Boy experience that you can get. And we kind of stand behind that.
Awesome. Well, yeah. So that's moving on. This thing looks so good. I mean, I Game Boy growing up for sure, but the Nintendo 64 defined my childhood. So what is this? What's it called? Tell me about it.
Yeah, absolutely. So this is the M64, not the N64, but it plays Nintendo 64 games. So as you can see here, we have Banjo-Kazooie running. We actually have this going through a prototype adapter that is getting it to output to this CRT monitor here. So we're outputting native 240p resolution to the CRT, and that is just a very niche use case, and the standard use case is this has an HDMI port and can output 4K 60 to your modern displays. So the upscaling portion of that is also lagless, so you're going to have as close to a one-to-one experience with the original hardware as possible. And by the way, the M64 and the Chromatic, they are hardware emulation devices, so there's no software emulations.
Oh, okay, so it just reads it and plays it right from the cartridge.
Yeah. So it's FPGA based, both of these consoles. So we have cores that we load on these FPGAs that replicate the original architecture of the Nintendo 64 and the Game Boy Color here for the Chromatic. So it's supposed to give you a one-to-one experience with the original hardware. And again, everything that you see running on the M64 here is in theory the same as it would run on a Nintendo 64, which is great. But then you also get the added benefits. You can upscale to 4K, you can downscale, and this adapter will support multiple different formats, for older monitors as well. And then, if you look at it here, it's also like a great design, in my opinion. This is like kind of playing on the fantastic colors of the Nintendo 64, and we have this like translucent shell. And we also kind of elevated a little bit with the LED lights here around the controller ports.
It looks, I mean, it looks amazing. One thing I did want to ask about, so the M64, it has native upscaling. Did I hear you say?
Yeah, it upscales out of the box to 4K resolution, 60 frames per second. It can do other resolutions as well, and regardless of like what your TV supports, whether it's modern or older, it's going to be able to output to that resolution and create a lagless experience. So you don't have any issues if you're like trying to time your moves right in Super Smash Brother. You're good to go here, which is great. So that's something that we're really trying to prioritize for this system.
Awesome. So, and similar to with the Chromatic, are we going to start seeing some new Nintendo 64 games?
Yes, that is something that is happening. I can't tell you which games yet, but we do have rights to publish games that some of them were on the original console, and then we're also making our own new like ModRetro developed games as well, similar to the Chromatic. So what's best about this is we're owning the ecosystem between hardware and software. Same thing we do with the Chromatic, and like we've seen in the past, like with the Steam Deck, they own obviously like the Steam interface, and like they also own the Steam Deck hardware, and like when you put those two together, like the experience with the interface and everything else just ends up being like really great. So since we own both the hardware obviously, and we're going to be creating our own software, like that ecosystem is just something that's going to be pretty magic, we hope, for some of the games that we develop.
Awesome. Well, thanks so much. Last question, price and availability of Chromatic, price and availability of M64.
Yeah. So the current version of the Chromatic starts at $199.99 MSRP, I believe, and that's the Gorilla Glass version, and then the Sapphire version is $299.99. And both versions come with Tetris, obviously, and both will have the cerakoted magnesium alloy shell.
And batteries, if I saw correct.
They come packed in with ModRetro branded batteries, which is awesome. It's 3 AA's. What's also, I should mention, on the Chromatic, we do sell a rechargeable battery pack as well. So,
oh, cool. So you don't have to use the AA.
Correct, and it fits into the same battery compartment as the AA's, so you just replace it there, and then you can charge over USB Type-C. But if you're not into that and you like carrying batteries around with you, and once you run out, you just want to swap them out and not wait to recharge, you also have that option, which is great. The M64 can't share pricing information yet. I actually don't even know myself, to be honest with you. But the Chromatic is available now. You can buy it on our website, modretro.com. I believe they're also available through GameStop, as well as the games on both those sites as well. The M64 here, not available yet, but it is releasing very soon. It'll definitely be this year in the beginning half. We haven't announced the release date yet.
Awesome, Nick. A pleasure. Thank you so much.